I feel compelled to comment on this event um, because of my proximity to it. Uh, Not that it isn't certainly a newsworthy thing in and of itself, but I don't generally comment on things in the news unless there's something about it that you know I don't know. There's some aspect to it that makes it more interesting or more relevant in my regard. The mayhem that took place last night, the mayhem in the skies, an American Airlines jet flying in to Reagan Airport in Washington D.C. As it was coming in for a landing, there was some kind of a Black Hawk Army helicopter that, for some inexplicable reason, I don't understand how this happened. I don't understand how this could be allowed to happen. But the Black Hawk helicopter crossed this commercial airlines flight path, resulting in a terrible accident that killed everyone on board of both the helicopter and the plane. The wreckage crashed into the Potomac River. This happened 4 days after. I'm sorry to laugh. I'm not laughing because anything's funny. But 4 days earlier, I flew out of Washington, D.C. on an American Airlines jet. And nothing happened to me. There were no Black Hawk helicopters that got in our way on that day. So I guess I should count myself lucky. I mean, I sort of thought it would be, it would go without mentioning that especially in this area that's close, like this is like the proximity to the Pentagon is striking. Reagan Airport in D.C. is not far away from the Pentagon. Maybe 5 miles, maybe I don't know, something like that. I just remember, riding the metro from where my hotel was, where I stayed for the March for Life, taking it south, and one of those stops is the Pentagon, and then after that, there's a stop called Pentagon City, which I guess is a town around the Pentagon. And like the next stop after that, I think maybe the next stop, or maybe 2 stops down, is the airport. So you've got the Pentagon right there, the building where where everything is planned for that relates to military maneuvers and such. And just a few miles away, you have this completely unforgivable mistake where a Black Hawk helicopter collides with a passenger airplane, an American Airlines passenger plane. It was flying in from Kansas, I believe. And I just, it's so crazy to me that this kind of thing can happen. I mean, somebody should be court-martialed over this. I'm not alleging a conspiracy because I don't understand what I'm not because I think the government is above such things, or not because I don't believe in conspiracies. But in this case, I don't know what it would be. I don't know. Maybe there's already chatter about this in certain internet circles. I don't know. I haven't been privy to that. I haven't looked it up. I just find it really nuts that something like that can happen in the nation's capital with the most sophisticated, military that the world has ever known, that you could have a fuck up like that, where the Army helicopter somehow gets into the airspace of a passenger plane coming in for a landing. I know I'm repeating myself here, but that just seems so elementary. What in the world? And of course, I'm not making this story about me, because it's not about me. It's about the innocent people who lost their lives, and their families. God bless them all. But how the hell was this allowed to happen? How is this allowed to happen? And again, to have been on an American Airlines plane that was taking off from DC, I think we went over the Potomac River as well. I'm guessing it. I think you probably have to. Probably a similar flight path. It's crazy. Somebody help me. Somebody explain this to me. Explain how things like that can happen, how mistakes like that can get made. And, we're sticking with this just being a mistake right now. I guess I'm open to any possibility, but how, as an airplane flies overhead, how is that allowed to happen? How do you get your signals crossed? When the in the nation's capital, with the Pentagon building just in such close proximity, how do you I've heard of accidents. I've heard of Army accidents involving helicopter crashes and stuff, but never something like this. Never something where an Army helicopter collides with a passenger plane. I mean, I don't know. This just pisses me off. I guess I don't even know anybody. I don't know anybody involved in this crash, but it's just, who is in charge? What is going on?